Picture this. You've just celebrated buying your dream watch. You show it off to friends, wear it every chance you get, and for months, it feels perfect. Then one day you find out the papers are fake, the parts don't match, and your thousands of dollars gone forever. You can research for months, study every detail, and still get scammed on your next purchase. Because the tricks today don't just fool beginners, they fool experts. And if you're not careful, the next person they fool could be you. Let's break down the 5 biggest watch scams and how to protect yourself from them. 1. Counterfeits and superclones. Let's start with the obvious. Counterfeits. But forget the cheap knockoffs. The real danger today, superclones. These are engineered to look, feel, even function like the real thing. They fool jewelers and sometimes even authenticators. Early on, I bought a Panerai off eBay. Pawn shop listing, no box, no papers. It passed eBay's authentication. And after receiving it, I had it checked again. It failed. Came back a clone. I had to unwind the entire deal. If it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. And why so good? Because not everything in a Swiss watch is made in Switzerland. Parts, cases, bracelets, movements get outsourced to Asia. Some of those factories sell into the counterfeit market. So these clones share DNA with the real thing. They're not knockoffs, they're engineered to fool. Protection tips. Don't just buy on price. Buy the dealer, not the deal. Use authentication, but don't rely on it blindly. And work with trusted dealers who know the tells. And if you think spotting a fake is tough, the next scam is even trickier because it's made from real Rolex parts. And the second scam, Frankenwatches. These aren't full fakes. They're cobbled together from real parts. Case from one watch, dial from another, aftermarket bezel, whole 9 yards. On paper, it's a Rolex. In reality, it's Frankenstein. Now, service parts are fine. Crown, crystals, straps, clasp. That's maintenance. The scam is when wrong air or aftermarket parts is sold as all original. Originality equals value. Misrepresentation equals scam. I know this firsthand. One of my first buys in the hobby, I bought a vintage Omega off eBay. I love the Don Draper vibe. And when it arrived, I realized it was Franken. Real parts, but mismatched. Function fine, but not investment grade. Never felt comfortable selling it. In fact, still have it right here. Some protection tips. Check for period correct parts. Be wary of all Rolex part claims. Vintage equals extra risk. Insider tells, loom, fonts, and caseware. The third scam, paperwork and provenance. Buyers love a full set. Scammers love it more. That little green card can add thousands to the price of a Daytona. So guess what gets faked the most? Cards, boxes, and papers. Look, Rolex cards for sale right here on eBay. They look legit, but Rolex never reissues cards. Replacement papers don't exist. If you see it, it's fake. Provenance gets fake too. Service receipts, one-owner stories, even serials. Scammers file off engravings or re-etch them to match fake papers. They swap movements in cases so numbers don't line up. Protection tips. Don't let paperwork do the convincing. Verify with the source. Call the boutique or jeweler. Always cross-check serials, case, movement, bracelet, paperwork. If you can't verify, walk away. But scammers don't just fake watches and papers, they fake the entire deal. 4. Payment and transaction scams. Scammers just don't fake watches. They fake the entire deal. Fake warehouses, drop points, bad addresses. Watches vanish and so does your money. That's why I say own every part of the deal. FaceTime the seller, check their ID, verify shipping, connect the dots. Payment is no different. If they refuse bank wire, Zelle, ACH, anything tied to a real account, and are pushing PayPal, friends and family, Cash App, Venmo, or checks, that's a red flag. A real dealer doesn't hide from traceable payments. Crypto could be the exception, but remember, scammers thrive in anonymity. Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, they hide behind avatars. With AI, it's worse. Fake pictures, fake profiles, fake messages. If you can't Google them or look up their digital footprint, you're at risk. Quick checklist, traceable payments only, no anonymous methods. Verify shipping details, cross-check IDs, emails, handles, all accounts. Look up the dealer. No rush equals no scam. Own every part of the transaction, even as the buyer. 5. Misrepresentation and bait and switch. And this one's everywhere. We've all seen it. Sellers call a watch mint or unworn when it's been polished 5 times. Casually throwing around full set without knowing what that means. Condition is a battlefield and buzzwords get thrown around way too much. A refinished watch is not unpolished. Box and papers not tied to that serial, not a full set. Then you've got ghost listing, especially on Chrono24. Dealers list watches they don't even own, never had in stock or handled. You pay, they go source it after. It's luxury drop shipping at your expense by Chrono24 certified dealer. Protection tips. Demand real timestamp photos or video. Ask direct questions. Polished, original, papers in stock. If answers are vague, you already have your answer. Buy the dealer, not the deal. Own every part of the transaction. And if something feels off, walk away. Because the only thing worse than not owning your dream watch is thinking you do when you don't. If you want a safe way to buy or sell, just reach out. I'll give advice. I stand behind every watch I sell, and I'll always point you in the right direction. Hit subscribe, drop a like, and share this video. It might save someone thousands.